we should continue the work of fixing our broken immigration system to secure our borders and enforce our laws and ensure that everyone who plays by the rules can contribute to our economy and enrich our nations.
That's been the president's consistent message, but the Obama administration's promise of reform had to get in line behind the economy, the wars, and health care. Hello, I'm Ray Suarez. Welcome to this new edition of Destination Casablanca. Last December, Representative Luis Gutierrez, together with more than 20 House Democrats, unveiled a new immigration reform bill. CIR ASAP is the acronym for a mouthful of a bill, the Comprehensive Immigration Reform for America's Security and Prosperity Act. It's a bill that arrived with the full support of the Black, Hispanic, Asian, and other progressive caucuses. Senators Chuck Schumer and Lindsey Graham are expected to introduce an immigration bill in the Senate soon, but with the stubbornly high unemployment rate and midterm elections approaching, many predict a tough and long road. Tonight, Destination Casablanca looks at the future of comprehensive immigration reform, what it should entail, and how all sides are getting ready for a hot debate. Joining me on this segment of the program, Congressman Joe Baca, representing California's 43rd District. He served as chair of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus during the 110th Congress. During this time, Congressman Baca successfully led efforts to fight back English-only and anti-immigrant amendments offered in the House. Welcome to the program.
Well, thank you very much, Ray. It's nice to be with you this morning.
CIR ASAP. What are the main provisions in this bill?
Well, the main provisions on HR, 4321, which is the actual language of the bill, calls for a lot of what the American people have had. Our system is broken. We know that we have to address the immigration issue. It's not going to go away. We need to bring people out of their shadows and to begin to look with unifying families. It deals with security, which is very important for a lot of us when it comes down to our borders. It deals with the problems that we have in terms of employment and verification. It deals with individuals that have an opportunity to go on to a college. Part of the PROUD Act is included, along with the DREAM Act in it. H-1B, H-2B visas. The Ag Bill is incorporated into the comprehensive immigration legislation that was introduced, and that's H.R. 4321. But remember that it was introduced by the people that you said. It wasn't just the Congressional Hispanic Caucus members. It was introduced by the Asians, by the Black, by the Irish, by the Polish, by the Jewish, a combination of all of us, that we all know that the system is broken. It's used as a political wedge issue on many of the issues that come up right now, and many people are living in fear. And, God has always told us that we've got to love thy neighbor, and how can you love thy neighbor if you continue to have the anti-immigration and hate? Crimes that continue to go up because people begin to stereotype Hispanics and other individuals that look different than them. That's why I believe that when you look at comprehensive immigration, in the meat of it, it covers all portions because it talks about security, which is important to a lot of us, in order to know who our neighbors are, to secure our country, to secure our areas. It deals with that. It deals with border and investment in the areas. When we talk about border and border control, it would have that. It deals with fraud in terms of individuals that have come into the United States that we'll be able to identify. It deals with the crime element of individuals because people will have to pay their taxes. It's not amnesty, and people look at it and say, no, people are going to have to pay taxes. They're going to have to learn to speak English. And I think when you look at the comprehensive immigration legislation that has been introduced, I think it covers, Ray, a lot of the areas of what the American people want. Everything that they want is in the bill.
But Congressman, one thing you didn't mention is the clear path to citizenship for people who've been living and working illegally in the country for a long period of time.
But it says that if you've been in the United States, you pay your taxes, a path towards citizens, you identify individuals, you speak English, you meet all of the requirements, you do the background check. So it's not, but it allows individuals like any others, because this country is based on immigrants who have come into the United States for some time. And we should allow the same process for individuals that are here right now. And we're talking about 12 to 14 million people, a variety of different diversities that are here in the United States, an opportunity for that path to become citizens, productive, pay their taxes, which means additional revenue that comes into our areas. When people are saying that we're draining, no, we're not. Even the sales taxes that are there. But now we'll also be able to pay taxes individuals will be able to be taxed. And we'll stop the identity theft that is out there right now with many of the false identifications by many individuals that are out there.
But if you wanted to do it according to the rules as they stand now, compare that road to the one that awaits people who decided long ago to come here without benefit of proper documentation. If you're working in San Diego or Los Angeles or San Antonio and you're not supposed to be in the country, your road ahead is much more open than somebody in Mexico City or Tegucigalpa who decides, yes, I'd like to immigrate to the United States.
That's true, but like anyone else, everybody comes here for a better way of life. They come here to be with their families, to be unified. That's why the United States is so great, and we've always treated everybody with the same kind of respect and the same kind of dignity. And people will continue. Whether we fix this broken system that is there right now or not, people will continue to immigrate to the United States. But it's time that we begin to address the issue, begin to address the opportunities for people to come to the United States and work, whether they want to do it going through the process. Remember, everybody's going to go to the end of the line. Nobody's going to be in front of someone else. And the fear tactics that are there, Ray, as you indicated by your comments, is the fear is that, hey, wait a minute, I'm going through a legal process of trying to become a citizen, and I don't want someone to jump in front of me. They're not going to jump in front of them. You still have to do all the background check, and it's going to take some time. It'll probably be about 10 years before they actually become a citizen, but at least we'll know who our neighbors are, and our country is going to be a lot more secure in terms of where we're at today and where we need to be in terms of the future. So the security aspect, and as I stated, the better control of our borders too as well. And then individuals will become productive taxpayers in our society.